Have you ever been thrifting at the bins? Sometimes you can get pretty lucky. Welcome back to Green Bee Explorer. Let me give you a tour through my vintage haul. I don't know about you, but I am dreaming of a vintage Christmas. Thankfully, there's a collaboration. My Blessed Nest and Collection Vintage. My mom at Left Lane Finds actually found me something. It's for ice for parties. I love this. It's kind of neutral for all seasons, but it does right now really work for the Christmas season. These next few items coming up are officially vintage now, and I personally know the artist. These are all used during Christmas because of their stars, but in particular, the artist painted these, and these were actually all gifts for my grandparents. My great-grandmother, who loved gardening, obviously I made her bees and the sun. My grandmother, who loves cats and gardening again and flowers, especially the springtime, made her this one. And of course, I always had to say, "I love you, Mom," and had to have the puppy dog because my puppy dog wanted to help with the gift as well. The star's shape is perfect for Christmas decor, and I like using these to put potpourris in or some Christmas balls or little garlands, and I spread them throughout my house in different areas, and it's fun when people notice, like, wait, didn't I see that in the other room? These next few items were actually thrifted by my grandmother that I now inherited. The first one is this serving pan. It has the red roses, the white roses, and it looks like it was printed on, but the next one wasn't printed. This one was thrifted by my grandmother, but these are all hand painted. So I had to be really delicate as I try and repair this part right here because I could accidentally rub away the paint itself. This next item is a This next item is a non-traditional Christmas item, but I absolutely love it, and I love sneaking it into my decor and just blending it in with everything. This teapot, my grandmother also thrifted, and I absolutely love. I don't even think it was used, but one thing it does say on the bottom is it says Japan APCO, APCO. This is something I had to do a little bit more research on, but I'll let you see if you can kind of zoom in there and see it. There we go. But I love that in the front it's a bunch of fruits and flowers, pears, but it has a lot of detail throughout, and the colors in it just adapt wherever I put it, which I love. This next item, I want to show you the difference between hand painted and actually printed on. This one right here is a hand painted tray. Everything on here is hand painted. I absolutely love this. It's a good backdrop to a background with placing some other items in front of it. But here's the one that's printed. You can see it's almost a little bit more blurry, so it's a little bit harder to see. Now if I get both of them and we'll zoom in together, you definitely see a difference. And this is why I appreciate this one just a little bit more. Plus it has so much more detail anyways. But they're both beautiful, and I'll both be fitting them into my Christmas displays. This last one unfortunately has gotten a little bit beat up. It's a little tattered, but it doesn't mean that I still can't use it. Again, this one is hand painted tray. You can see right in the dead center, it's all rusted out. Obviously something was placed on top, never taken care of. I'm gonna assume they probably put flowers or something of that nature that kept, wearing down to the metal on the bottom. But it doesn't mean I can't use it. I could still, again, hide that rust with another flower pot or something similar and then still appreciate what's on the outside. This Amish quilt that I absolutely love. Each piece is different. Nothing is the same. It looks like it was almost recycled fabrics that were used throughout the quilt. It's a summer quilt. It's much lighter, but every corner has this little like triangle diamond edge on it instead of it just being flat or straight. I just love this. It's a great Amish quilt that I still use today, but just so much detail and time went into this. You really had to appreciate what people do to make such a beautiful piece. This last item I've had for a long time, since my childhood. It's a oversized Tootsie Roll bank. And one thing I thought I could do with this to make it kind of fun is just take cellophane and decorate the inside of it a little bit, but then have that shoot out and almost look like a oversized Tootsie Roll. And maybe people will have some cravings. Do you have any Tootsie Roll fans out there? Comment if you're not a Tootsie Roll fan, what is your favorite candy or Christmas treat? The links to the host channels are down below, along with the playlist for this entire collaboration. Definitely check that out. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please subscribe, and thanks for watching. With My Blessed Nest and Collective Vintage.
Collection Vintage.
Why I messed up. My Blessed Nest and Collective Vintage.
Collection.
Definitely check down below in the description both the playlist for this entire collaboration and our host links as well will be in that description. I hope you really appreciate